Hey there, I am Sonia. Welcome to our YouTube channel, to Raising Lutalo. This is Joaquin Lutalo, star of the show, of course. This content will be just about going through the parenting journey, first-time mom journey, from the ups to the challenges, I wouldn't really say downs, from the funny moments to the sad moments to just experiences. So really, if there's anything you guys want to know, any certain content you'd like to see from the both of us, just put that in the comments. Also, since you're watching, why not just press that subscribe button. This is our first channel. Well, it is mainly just based around raising Lutalo. So let's go on this journey together. And what I'm gonna really start with is I'm gonna start with a series. So, you know, like, subscribe, comment, stay up to date. The first series is gonna be about each trimester. So first, second, third, and currently the fourth. I'm gonna, you know, talk about it. And I'm also gonna insert some photos, videos, of what I did document already. So just follow along. First trimester started March 8th to April the 12th. Okay, so we initially found out that we were pregnant on March 8th. That day was actually pretty significant to us. Our dog, Rocky, he had passed away 2 years ago on March 8th. And we had seen a black bird with white tips, and he had black fur and white tips for his paws. So we kind of just thought that was a little bit of a sign. But anyways, yes, we found out that we were pregnant the 8th. My wife received a call to like go and check our results and everything. And I was really scared, of course, to do that. But she had gotten the call, and I had made her a gift, like announcing that we were pregnant, waiting for them to give us our results, because of course we went through IUI and it was our first try. He's currently teething, and you know, momming does not stop. So anyways, sorry, I will probably say that a lot as I'm getting used to making these and talking to my phone, because it's weird. But we all gotta start somewhere, right? Show you guys. It's pretty cool. It was just like pictures and videos you can put together. You can gift it to somebody and add like a song behind it. So of course I had to do that. I did that, and then she had came home from work, and we both were crying, and I gave her the gift.
You're fucking pregnant. Like, what? Babe, what the fuck? A human, not a cat, not a dog, a fucking human. Wow, I knew it. Congratulations to us. I knew it.
This is what I made you.
Let me see. Take a book. I love you so much, Will. This is beautiful.
I can't believe it.
It still doesn't feel real. It took the first time.
It took the first time. And we were just in shock, honestly, that we went upstairs for me to pee on the stick, just to, like, you know, we needed to see the lines, not just hear them tell us, but we needed to see them lines, and those lines, boy, those lines were there. So that was amazing. Here, baby. He's currently looking up. He is currently looking at this book and feeling it, so he might drool all over it. So that was honestly the first part of our first trimester, was just finding out that we were pregnant. That was big enough as it was. Even though after our IUI, we felt a presence. Some people say that they feel it, some people don't. We definitely felt a presence. I felt like I was pregnant the whole entire time, but it was the longest 2 weeks ever for them to, like, give us our results. The second, like, significant thing that happened, March 14th, we decided to tell our families that we were pregnant at 5 weeks. I know other people would, you know, do it differently and, like, wait longer, but I was working with my mom, and I was helping her, like, driving or whatever in the morning, and I was really, really car sick, and we were riding together, and I couldn't tell her that I was pregnant, and, like, I started getting, like, all the symptoms extremely fast, and they said that that's very normal. Some people are different, so if you didn't, you know, feel it that fast, that's great. But I definitely did. I was eating a lot, like, literally the first week after the insemination, and wanting everything, and then week 2 completely changed, like, when we found out we were pregnant. And at first I kind of thought it was, like, a mind thing, like, I wanted so bad to be pregnant that I thought these things, and maybe I was feeling it, but yeah. So anyways, the second thing was that we told our families. We gave my family a box that said 5 weeks, and it had, like, little booties in it, and a pee stick kind of thing, but it was, like, one of those, like, testing strips or whatever. They were really excited. I actually did get a video of that, and that was of my mom and my sister.
Oh my gosh, for me?
Yeah, hold it. That's something safe that I was thinking.
Shut the fuck up!
What is that?
Go show mommy.
What is
it? Go show mommy your shirt.
Sure.
I'm 5 weeks. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! That's why I was trying to get John here. So he could
They
get
called it
this.
with an echo.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations!
Let me
5 weeks! Congrats!
Guys,
5 weeks!
How many weeks
Ooh, the baby socks.
And for my partner's family, we didn't get to go and drive over there, so we had a shirt that said, like, you're no longer, I think it was, like, grand dog parents. You're real grandparents now, because we also have a dog, so that's their grand dog, but of course this is their grandson. So that was cute. So that was the second thing. Third thing, let's see. Oh, I told my job I was pregnant, and I had to go to the doctors, and basically I had to tell them everything that I was feeling so that they could make sure I was being accommodated, because I'm a forklift driver, and I work in the, like, refrigerator area. It's actually a pretty big area, so, like, the smells, milk, cheese, egg, produce, potatoes, everything that was on cold side, like, would make me gag. And then I'd get on my machine, and, like, every 2 seconds I was going to a trash can and throwing up. So I was throwing up a ton, and my shifts were 2 o'clock in the morning till 2 p.m. And it was, like, really, really hard. So I went to the doctors and I told them absolutely everything, and the job that they found me was cleaning, which is perfectly fine. I was still throwing up, but at least like it wasn't being overly triggered, so that was like a plus. Let's see, the fourth thing, I had a ton of food aversions, and I think that's the right word, aversions, and smells, and I stayed throwing up mostly at work. I think my body just didn't like me getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, actually, it was 1 o'clock in the morning. I'd have to leave home at like 1:15, 1:30 to make it to work. And sometimes, you know, it's a little too early to eat, but then it's not too early like to eat, but it still made me sick to eat that early. It was a lot. I couldn't figure out what I wanted, what I could eat, and at the time I was plant-based, and everything plant-based was making me sick. Like, I mean, onions, tomatoes, mushrooms, and that's like basically what I ate, but I couldn't do that. It really did make me sick. So, and I was losing a ton of weight. I was 126 pounds when I first found out I was pregnant, and by the end of my first trimester, all the throwing up and all of that, I lost 20 pounds. So I was 106 pounds after my first trimester, passing that. I actually stayed pretty low. It took a minute before I started gaining, and that was like towards the end of my second trimester, beginning of my third trimester. So yeah. The fifth thing would be March 29th. I went to the ER. I was actually at work and I was extremely lightheaded and I felt really sick and I couldn't keep down anything, but I really didn't want to eat like certain things, even though I was craving it, because I was plant-based and I had been plant-based for almost a year. So, you know, to make sure I was nice and healthy to get pregnant and get the best results the first time and all the things. So it was like a really hard thing for me. And basically they told me like, I need to eat what my body wants. Mostly since I was losing all the weight. But I also had like these really, really horrible, leg cramps. Like my legs kept getting stuck. I kept getting extremely lightheaded, and it scared me. So then I started having anxiety and I was like, you know what, Mom, we need to go to the hospital. So we went to the hospital, and then I was terrified then. Didn't know if there was anything wrong with him or if I was just overly anxious. So that was honestly, it was pretty scary. I was crying. I ended up being fine. Basically everything that I was experiencing, all they kept telling me was that it was normal. That's something also, if you're a first-time mom and you have all these weird things, mostly when you tell your doctors or maybe you talk to another mom, they're probably like, that's normal. That's like all they can tell you. It's normal. That there's nothing they can do. It's normal. So the sixth thing, in April, it was like the very beginning of April, was a very weird thing. I had woken up, and mind you, everyone sleeps in the dark, and I wake up pretty early anyways, and my mouth tasted extremely metallic, and I'm a drooler, so it just felt like my mouth was full of drool that tasted like metal. And I went to the bathroom, I used the bathroom, and I had like wiped my mouth like this, and I felt like saliva on me, and I was like, whatever. And the light wasn't on, but then it really tasted metallic. So I turned the light on, and I realized I have blood on my hands. I'm like, yeah, I have blood on my hands. And then I pull out my phone, and I took a video, so I'll insert that too. And I had blood like all in my mouth, and that freaked me out because my teeth were like getting sensitive, but to have blood in my mouth, yeah, I went straight to Google with that shit. Yeah, I went to Google, and Google said that that was very normal. Spoke to my doctors, told me it was very normal, just to like pay attention. Spoke to my dentist. It's normal. Your gums like inflame easily, just in case if you're like a grinder, it's like very, very sensitive. So I don't know if I grinded at the time and my gums were swollen and then it made them bleed. But that was the first and only time that ever happened throughout my whole pregnancy. So it was just really off to have the metal taste and stuff in my mouth and then to see the blood. But anyways, yep. So the last thing is by the end of getting into my 12 weeks, so getting ready to get into my second trimester, I had a bump. And I was showing a bump a little bit before, around like 10 weeks. And honestly, you know, some people will say, you know, it's bloat, it's whatever. No, I'm small and everyone's different, and I had a bump. I had a bump and it was so cute, and I missed this one in my bump. But yeah, so that is my whole, hold on. I gotta make sure my baby's okay. Hey. Okay, so, all right, y'all, well, change of scenery. He wanted to get up, so of course, that's what I had to do, get up. Anyways, to end the video, my first trimester, yes, you know, I lost 20 pounds. I was throwing up a lot. I had all those food aversions. I had basically my whole entire pregnancy. But I'd have to say that it was amazing. Like, every time I was sick, throwing up, couldn't get out of bed, or throwing up at work or whatever it was, for one, at home, I had the best partner. So I think that really, really counts during a pregnancy. I had the best partner who woke up sometimes when she heard me throwing up, or throughout the day when I was throwing up, she was there holding my hair up, helping me feel better, giving me whatever I needed. So that was great. And then at work, everyone would, you know, feel bad, and I would tell them, no, like, don't feel bad. Like, I feel so happy because I know why I'm throwing up. Like, it's not like I'm just throwing up for no reason. It's because of him. And like, all I've ever wanted was to be a mom. And the fact that my partner and I got it on our first IUI, like, come on. I told the universe when I manifested with my partner to give me everything. I wanted to feel pregnant, and man, did I very much feel pregnant. But I wouldn't trade it, and I would go through that first trimester all over again. For that. But anyways, y'all, tune in, like, comment, subscribe, get ready for the next video. Talk about, you know, stuff that went on in my second trimester, and we'll just keep going from there. All right, bye.